Thanks for watching County Report this week. I'm Susan Kennedy. She's the talk of the town, and for good reason. Montgomery County's Katie Ledecky is back home in Bethesda after her incredible gold medal swim at the Olympics in London. MyMC Media's Sonia Burke was at the airport when the teenager touched down.
A busload of Stone Ridge students greeted Katie at the airport, and when she walked through customs, there were screams of pride. The 15-year-old Olympic champion rushed into the arms of her cheering classmates.
I knew there were going to be a few people here. Wasn't sure how many, but this was amazing.
By now, everyone knows how this teenager spent her summer vacation, winning the 800-meter freestyle and breaking a 23-year-old American record. But hearing her describe the highlight never grows old.
Touching the wall on that finish at the finals.
Talk about a souvenir. There was even more excitement when she put on her shiny gold medal.
Very humble, like she never talked about it much, but yeah, we just see her from across the classroom, just like being all studious, and now we see her on TV. It's something that you wouldn't imagine happening. Yeah.
Almost like a Disney movie.
I hear it all the time, people saying, well, if Katie can do that, then I can do something great too.
In between posing for photos and signing autographs, Katie is also looking forward to getting some rest and eating home-cooked meals. She also wants to get back in the pool.
I think she told me she can't wait to get back in the water, and she'll probably get back in this week. So
I'm taking a little break, but probably this week, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see.
Later this month, the swimming sensation heads back to high school for her sophomore year.
Everybody wants to welcome her back.
I think that she's going to take this victory in stride, and that she will continue to be a gracious young woman who exhibits, intellect and faith and, a great community spirit, even though she is this world champion.
As for her future outside of the pool?
I don't know. I've always wanted to be a doctor, so we'll see if that continues.
At Dulles International Airport, I'm Sonia Burke reporting.
Again, our congratulations to Katie. Dozens of Montgomery County residents attended a 4-hour public hearing hosted by the Maryland Public Service Commission on August 7th at the Council Office Building to discuss the power outages that followed the June 29th derecho. Once again, Sonia Burke reports.
Montgomery County residents filed into the council chambers to sound off at the Maryland Public Service Commission about the power outages that followed the June 29th storm.
We had massive power outages, some for the entire week, from Friday night until the following Friday afternoon. That is unconscionable in Montgomery County.
Pepco's a joke. It has no clue as to what it should do to be prepared for an outage.
The city is extremely concerned about issues with Pepco.
During the 4-hour-plus meeting, residents targeted some of their criticism at the PSC.
What they need is to enforce the power that they have, and they aren't doing it. I don't know why they're not doing it, but they need to do it. We need to know, as consumers of electric power, that Pepco puts the consumer first and not their stockholders.
Can the legislators protect us from this monopoly? And I think not. And I think the only thing that can protect us is the Public Service Commission.
Well, I want to shock the PSC. I mean, we came so close in this last storm to a major health safety calamity. We had 91% of the nursing homes out, 93% of the assisted living facilities out. We had our water systems basically without power, more than half the roads down. So we were facing a crisis situation, and we're going to see it again. And we got to basically shake things up.
Several county officials attended the meeting, including council members Nancy Florine and Hans Reamer, who were both tweeting out some of the highlights to their online followers.
I was trying out tweeting tonight. I really think it's important and incumbent upon us to listen to our residents. You can count on Montgomery County residents to look at problems and come up with solutions.
If you missed the public hearing, you can still submit written comments to the PSC with the case name and number on it before September 10th. For more information, visit the PSC's website. In Rockville, I'm Sonia Burke reporting.
County Executive Ike Leggett has announced a pilot project designed to expand the local economy by supporting agriculture entrepreneurs. The new Farmer Pilot Project is a unique approach to training and mentoring new farmers to start new sustainable farms in the Montgomery County Ag Reserve. The event was held at the Red Wiggler Farm.
Despite the fact that we have nearly 1 million people here in Montgomery County and the hub of this urban area, we have preserved great farmland. We have great farmers. But that did not happen simply because of the people in Annapolis or in Rockville per se. It happened as a result of people who believe in farming, believe in this great heritage that we have, who understand the value of the land, who want to preserve our environment. And so what we do today is simply an extension of that, and we have them to thank for.
When it comes to situations like this where we have an opportunity to encourage and support people that are looking to farm, that's what's going to ensure the success of our agricultural reserve.
The County Council has moved ahead with a measure that deals with a proposed charter amendment that will be on the November ballot. If approved by the voters, this charter amendment would allow the county to establish a program that would hire certain disabled residents directly into county jobs. Councilmember Phil Andrews is the lead supporter of this ballot amendment.
The council is giving final approval to a ballot charter amendment, actually, that would enable the county to establish and bring on people with severe disabilities who are qualified for county positions into those positions. Right now, unless we amend the charter, we do not have that flexibility. The federal government already does, and they do a very good job of bringing qualified people with significant disabilities into federal government jobs. The reason that's important to do is that the unemployment rate and underemployment rate among people with disabilities is far higher than the general population. And the more that we can do to promote employment of people with disabilities, the better it is, not just for them, but for the community as a whole, because then they're not dependent on government services. So this is something that is a win-win. It will be on the ballot this fall, and I certainly hope that the voters in Montgomery County will give the county this authority, and then we would implement the measure through legislation, through the regular public process to address the details of it.
The Montgomery County Agricultural Fair is Maryland's leading county fair. This 9-day event showcases entertainment, livestock, rides, food, and exhibits. This is one of the largest single events in the Washington, D.C. area and an annual tradition for 64 years, and the gates are open. Build it, sow it, grow it, show it. That's the theme of this year's Montgomery County Fair. It's the 64th anniversary of this annual event. And this year, more than 20,000 registered contestants are participating.
They're here to show the best of the best. These kids have worked all year long to raise their animals, to groom their animals, and train their animals so they can perform in shows for the public that come to watch and to win premium ribbons and actually some prize money.
The Montgomery County Fair is the biggest of its kind in the state of Maryland. This celebration of agriculture in Montgomery County is a showcase for future farmers of America and 4-H leaders. The fair is completely run by volunteers. They number 1,000 who spend as much as 100 hours each to prepare and run the fair.
This is the largest volunteer-driven fair in the United States of America. We will log in over 1,000 volunteers doing work during the fair. Many of the folks people see here during the fair are in fact volunteers.
Of course, kids abound during Fair Week. To them, it's heaven on earth. It's a chance for them to see animals, ride the carnival ride, and eat the fair food.
Fried Oreos and funnel cakes are always very popular.
This is what childhood memories are made of. One of the most popular attractions for every age is the birthing center, where several calves are born during Fair Week. But as SearchEck tells us, the fair is a vital part of the county business community as the agriculture educator for Montgomery County and surrounding areas.
Well, the agricultural education piece is our mission statement. We have a dairy bar here. We also have a milking parlor and a birthing center. And the purposes of those pieces of the fair are to teach folks about where their milk comes from, how animals are raised, and the importance that they have to our livelihoods each day.
Still to come on County Report this week, Montgomery College is doing its part in helping immigrants prepare to become American citizens. We'll bring you the story. And we'll show you how the city of Rockville celebrated National Night Out. when County Report This Week continues. Welcome back to County Report This Week. Rockville hosted its 29th annual National Night Out, a nationwide event designed to build community relationships and support crime prevention. Let's check out all the neighborhood fun from our sister station, Rockville 11.
This is National Night Out.
Wave it over to Presto.
National Night Out is a way to actually engage the community. It's something that is very important for the city of Rockville, which is the safety of its residents. And by doing National Night Out, we encourage everyone to come out, to have a great time, to meet their neighbors, and also to talk about, what are the issues that are important for the community.
It's a lovely night, and it's a great way to remind the neighborhood that they can take over the streets and keep crime at a minimum and show the city and themselves that they are related to one another and can protect one another.
I think it's very important for neighbors to reconnect with each other, to see who they are and make new friends, and I think it's a more secure community that way.
It's also an opportunity for people to connect with each other, to connect with their elected officials, to connect with their neighbors and people that may not necessarily be folks that they're used to seeing every day. And it's really a wonderful opportunity to share some great times, great food, and great fellowship.
National Night Out is important for all of us because we get to know each other as community, as individuals, not just passing by on the street, and that's how we communicate with each other. Things in the neighborhood that you might need to know, or somebody needs help with something, and if you're friends with your neighbors, then we have a much better community.
Things have been going great. It's the neighborhood taking back the streets, being out, meeting one another, just having a very good time, showing the world that their community is a very safe place for everybody to be out at night. So we're delighted.
The Gaithersburg City Council has unanimously approved a resolution to annex the 28-acre Sears property along Shady Grove Road. The approval comes despite vigorous opposition from officials from Rockville who are apprehensive about future plans for the property. The piece of property is located along a parcel of unincorporated land between the two cities. Gaithersburg was first to declare their intention to the land back in 2009.
Now, I respect the passion of my friends on the Rockville Mayor and Council as they try to do what they think is in the best interest of their city. But the reality is this. Rockville has absolutely no claim to this property, which is not in Rockville, does not border Rockville, and whose owner does not want to be in Rockville. Now, I want to reiterate that while my comments here may sound strong, they're made in the spirit of a respectful debate. And in fact, I want to thank Rockville City Council member Bridget Newton, who reached out today to share that sentiment of civil discourse with us as well. I certainly welcome the opportunity to meet with Rockville and any other interested parties to discuss ways to improve this process in the future. But as for the present issue that's before us tonight, I'm going to vote in favor of annexation, and it's a matter of law and it's a matter of policy, and I want to make sure folks knew that's why.
Ground has officially been broken for the new Travilla Fire Station number 32. The new state-of-the-art one-story facility will serve about 40,000 people within a 13-square-mile area. The station will be located at the intersection of Darnestown and Shady Grove Roads, one of the fastest-growing areas in the county. The facility will be constructed with the environment in mind, and when it's complete, will be LEED Silver certified. The new Travilla Fire Station is expected to be complete at the end of 2013.
The new station, a state-of-the-art station, will help us address our current and future needs in this area. It will serve a 13-square-mile radius in this area and will reduce the critical response time, and that's important.
This is where we need a fire station. This is a response area that we don't have enough fire and rescue and EMS coverage, and we need to do something right away. Well, that urgency was met with open ears and open arms from our county executive and from Mr. Andrews and the rest of the county council. And this project got legs very, very quickly, and funding also to make it happen.
In the area, there are an increasing number of people looking to become naturalized citizens of the United States, but the process can be a bit confusing. Luckily, Montgomery College provides a program that can help.
The Montgomery College Citizenship Preparation Program helps green card holders prepare for the naturalization interview and exam. The naturalization process takes about 20 minutes from start to finish. Applicants will be tested on their English reading, writing, and oral abilities, as well as on the history and government of the United States. We cannot help anybody prepare the N400. We can help students to understand the words and the meaning of the N400 application, but we do not help with the application. The instructors within the program are just phenomenal. All of them come with a background in TESOL. They all have a background in teaching history or social studies. Without them, none of this would be possible. We have evening classes either Monday and Wednesday evening from 6:30 to 9:30, Tuesday and Thursday evening from 6:30 to 9:30, or Saturday mornings from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. All of the courses run for 60 hours, and they are taught at either our Westfield South location, which is located in Wheaton, or at our Rockville campus. The classes in the evenings run for 10 weeks, and the classes on a Saturday run for 15 weeks.
To find out more about the Citizenship Preparation Program or to register for classes, go to montgomerycollege.edu. Up next on County Report, we'll visit with the Mayor of Kensington and find out more about this historic community just off the Beltway. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Montgomery County Board of Elections is seeking school-age students, grades 6 to 12, to serve as Election Day student aides during the 2012 presidential general election, Tuesday, November 6th. This program is available to all students within a public, private, independent, religious, or homeschool setting located here in Montgomery County. U.S. citizenship is not a prerequisite to participate. Interested parents and guardians can register their student before October 1st online by visiting the Montgomery County Board of Elections website at 777vote.org. The town of Kensington was founded in 1894, and today it's home to more than 2,000 residents. Recently, the town held its elections, and Peter Fosselman was elected to his 4th term as mayor. Mayor Fosselman is here to bring us up to date with what's happening in the town of Kensington. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on your 4th term. Tell me a little bit about some of your goals as you take on this new term as mayor.
Well, you know, one of the clear referendums from the recent town election was the revitalization of the town. As you know, we had a rather lengthy process with our master plan over the past 4 years, and folks really want to see some changes to the town in terms of revitalizing some more services, more options for eating, and so forth. And so we're really beginning to work with local developers, bankers, real estate agents, and deal makers in the area, Washington area, and from some other parts of the country to try to put some things together to better the town.
What are some of those key components as you see them in that new sector plan that are really going to make Kensington what folks are hoping?
Well, Susan, public amenities is probably the primary goal. The town does have several parks. We have 8 parks, which is a lot for a small town. But we don't have a lot of green space where folks can sit and do people watching, enjoy the shade and the trees along the streets and so forth. And we'd like some better amenities with reference to the green space, maybe some bicycle paths. Clearly there will be some transportation solutions that will be addressed once development is underway. It's part of the amenity process. and just all around services in general. We lack restaurants. We do not have a lot of restaurants, and that was one of the #1 things in the polls and the statistics that people came back with.
And I know traffic, you just mentioned transportation. Connecticut Avenue can be quite a bottleneck there in Kensington. How is that being addressed in this plan?
Well, at the moment, there's some short-term solutions going on. We have some problems there at the intersection of Connecticut and Knowles, the intersections of Connecticut and Pliers Mill. Both of those areas are owned by the state, controlled by the state, with the county's assistance in traffic control and traffic lighting. And so we've been working with those two entities to come up with some solutions. There's some repaving going on. We have some new red light cameras in, some better actual signals that have been put in. And then long term, we're looking at some solutions such as lane widening, the bus rapid transit system, and then undergrounding Howard Avenue under Connecticut Avenue to create a sort of thoroughfare to connect the east and west side of town.
Okay, it sounds like a lot of good things are going to be happening in Kensington. I want to thank you very much for coming out to talk to us today. Mayor Peter Fosselman, Kensington. When we come back, it's one of the biggest weeks in cable television, and it's produced right here in Montgomery County. We'll talk to the executive producer of Shark Week. And Kathy Stanhope will be here with our Pet of the Week. We'll be right back.
MC's On-Ramp to STEM program has been awarded a $600,000 grant by the National Science Foundation. The grant will provide 125 scholarships to biotechnology, biology, and math students. The On-Ramp program helps answer the increasing demand for employees in these areas. New MC students should plan to attend one of the new student orientation sessions scheduled in August on all 3 campuses. Learn about student life activities, counseling services, financial aid, and much more. MC has received a $490,000 grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities to launch an Institute for Global Humanities Initiatives and also strengthen existing programs and create new curricula. MC is one of just 6 community colleges to receive the grant.
Welcome back. Discovery Communications employs 4,000 people at its Silver Spring headquarters, but there's a visitor who only makes an appearance once a year at Discovery. But when he's there, folks remember to think twice before swimming in the ocean. He's back. Chompy, the beloved inflatable shark, is once again taking a bite out of downtown Silver Spring.
Well, we love it because it also makes Silver Spring kind of a beacon of, awesomeness.
As Discovery Communications celebrates cable's longest-running ritual and favorite summertime series, Shark Week.
And I think one of the reasons that Shark Week has gone on so long is that the shark is the star, and the shark is a great star. It's like the greatest celebrity ever because mysterious, powerful, awesome, puts you in your place on the food chain right away. When you see one of these sharks, you're like, oh, people are not at the top.
Shark Week is celebrating its 25th year this season.
Primary attack zone of Seal Island.
This year, producers go to Seal Island, South Africa, to learn more about the great white shark, and one shark in particular, Colossus.
We used to say the world is awesome. That was one of our taglines for Discovery a while ago. And it really is kind of true. That's the best of Discovery, is to make you feel that the world is really something. It's really amazing. And sharks do that.
And for folks walking around downtown Silver Spring, Chompy's inflated head, side fins, and tail can be seen from all corners of town.
We put them on the building and everybody in the building feels like it's festive. It's sort of happy Shark Week, wave the flags. You kind of want to get out on the beach and wave flags and say, they're here.
Passerbys can be frequently seen stop dead in their tracks to take in the 446-foot great white.
What's the meaning?
Chompy, like chomp with your jaws, like jaws and chomping.
Uh-huh.
What do you think of Chompy?
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Did this remind you that actually Shark Week was happening?
Yeah, it did. We came and I saw it, and I said, I wonder if that's for Shark Week or if it's there all the time.
What do you think of Chompy?
That one?
Yeah.
It's amazing. A lot of people, they come and take the pictures, and so they say, wow, it's amazing.
You watch Shark Week?
Yes, I do.
Why do you watch Shark Week?
It's interesting. Knowledge.
Knowledge about the sharks. Are you out to watch the attacks, or do you like to watch the shows?
Just the whole program in general. I have an 11-year-old son who enjoys watching it, so I watch it with him.
We love Shark Week.
What do you love about Shark Week?
It's just neat to see them close up and what they can do, and they're amazing.
Oh, you're not afraid of sharks?
No, because they only follow little fish by your legs. Shark attacks are like so rare, really, relatively.
So why is Shark Week so incredibly successful?
Natural history shows, what I call natural history, which is, behold the awesome shark, is what works now. Because they're so amazing, again, because the cameras are so crazy now that you can see what you could not see before. It's really made an entirely new kind of step in the way that we tell this, and the ratings have gone up since we started showing more of the shark.
Shark Week runs through the week of August 12th on the Discovery Channel. In our Pet of the Week segment this week, Kathy Stanhope has a female cat named Taffeta who needs someone to give her a good home.
This is Kathy Stanhope with your Pet of the Week at the Montgomery County Humane Society. And this lovely, elegant lady right here is Taffeta. Taffeta is a lovely cat who's looking for a home. She is about 7 or 8 years old, and she can go on for another at least 8, 9, even 10 years. I've had cats live to 20 and 21. So even though she's 7 years old, if you adopt Taffeta, you will be adopting a mature, elegant lady who really like a little person. She listens when I talk to her. She's just a lot of fun, and she likes to cuddle. She's not particularly good with little kids, but if you have children, maybe tweens or teens, she would love to fit right into your hold. She likes to cuddle, she likes to play with toys, and she likes everyone she meets except, like I said, little kids. For some reason, she doesn't seem to be too fond of the youngsters. But she is a great cat, Taffeta here. So come on down to the shelter and meet Taffeta, or you can visit her on the web at mcumaine.org, or you can give us a call at 240-773-5967. And remember, we're always looking for donations of towels, blankets, things like that, so the animals can have something soft to sleep on when they're in the cages. So bring your towels, blankets, old beach towels, something like that, old rugs, down to the shelter, and we'd love to take them off your hands.
And finally, the fall issue of the Montgomery County Guide for Recreation and Parks program is now available. Recreation will begin accepting registrations for its fall programs and classes on Monday, August 13th. Registration for swim lessons opens on August 15th. Residents are encouraged to register early, as many of these programs do fill up quickly. For more information, you can call 240-777-6840. Well, that wraps up this edition of County Report This Week. Be sure to tune in again next week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. And if you are social networking, you can like us on Facebook. I'm Susan Kennedy. Have a great week.